Good day, Sir Joseph. We are the Group 5 and we're here to discuss about the Walden's hornbill land and its reproductive strategy. But first, what is Walden's hornbill? A Walden's hornbill or Rhabdotyrannus waldeni or locally called tulungan, yet also known as the Visayan wrinkled hornbill, Rufous-headed hornbill or wheat-billed hornbill, is a critically endangered species of hornbill living in the rainforest on the islands of Negros and Panay in the Philippines. It is closely related to the red hornbill, but can be recognized by the yellow throat and ocular skin in the male, and the blue throat and ocular skin in the female. Both throat and ocular skin are deep orange or in both sexes of the red hornbill. Its binomial name commemorates the Scottish ornithologist Viscount Walden.
A Walden hornbill is a large rare bird of lowland and foothill forest on Panay and Negros, although almost extinct on the latter. Mostly black with a cream-colored tail with black terminal band, an orange casque, and a wrinkled lower bill. Male has a rufous head, a yellow pouch, and yellow around the eye. Female has a black neck and head, a smaller bill and casque, and yellow and blue around the eye and on the chin. The only other hornbill range is Visayan, but right-billed is larger with a pale bill. Voices includes a three-noted throaty chuckle. It is considered one of the Western Visayan Big Five, which includes the Negros bleeding heart pigeon, Visayan spotted deer, Visayan hornbill, and Visayan warty pig. Hornbills are a charismatic group of tropical birds characterized by their long, curved bills, sometimes with casque and on the upper mandible.
Now, what is the reproductive strategy of a Walden's hornbill? So, birds reproduce sexually where males and females go through a period of courtship and then copulation, which is the sexual activity. The transfer of sperm to the ova happens through the cloaca, which is present in both males and females. In general, birds are monogamous and both parents take care of their offspring together. Having them to reproduce sexually may have its pros and cons. So here are the advantages and disadvantages of sexual reproduction of a Walden's hornbill.
Advantages of sexual reproduction in Walden's hornbill. One of the biggest advantages of sexual reproduction is creation of genetic diversity. Each parent contributes a unique set of genes to their offspring, meaning that each offspring, this genetic diversity allows for a greater chance of survival in changing environment and reduce the likelihood of genetic disease and defect.
Next is adaptability variation can bring advantage in the face of environment changes. Offspring are more likely to be able to adapt to changing circumstances because of the genetic diversity provided by sexual reproduction. This means they can survive in place where their parents may not have been able to vary, may not appear to make a significant difference at first, but it might be a significant advantage. When the environment changes, this could help the organism survive. For example, variety may cause one creature to be more resistant to a given disease than another organism of the same species, allowing the different organism to survive.
Lastly, evolution. Sexual reproduction speeds up the process of evolution by making it easier for new traits to appear. Because there are many different genes, the offspring are more likely to have traits that help them live and breed. Then these good traits are passed on to their children, making the species able to live in its environment.
One of the disadvantages of sexual reproduction is time and energy. Since sexual reproduction requires time and energy to find a mate, court them, and produce offspring, This can be a disadvantage in environments when resources are scarce, as it takes away from time and energy that could be used for survival and growth.
Because of time and energy required for sexual reproduction, this leads to another disadvantage. The reproductive rate is generally lower than that of sexual reproduction. This means that species that reproduce sexually may not be able to produce as many offspring in the given time period as those that reproduce sexually.
Genetic diversity is an advantage of sexual reproduction. It also increases the risk of genetic disorders, which is another disadvantage, because when two individuals with similar genetic traits mate, there is a greater chance of their offspring inheriting genetic disease or disorders.
That is all about the reproductive strategy of a Walden's hornbill.
Again, good day, Sir Joseph. This is Group 5.